with
Daniel Betancourt here with you.
We can convert and close that. Cool. We're going to be running it at a high level profit.
Let's maximize the market in our favor as real estate professionals.
Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. And we have a wonderful Ian coming at us, but hey, we'll just pivot around that and work on business. What's up, Daniel?
We're in the last week of the third quarter also, so it's time to get chopping for next year and planning for next year. And no better time to do that than tomorrow, right?
Exactly. So just kind of talk about some events we have coming up. Tomorrow we have Level Up Your Business for Next Year. And it is tomorrow at 11:30 at our office in Altamont Springs. I'm going to drop a link here in the chat here in just a second. But if you guys have not registered already, we are going to be discussing 2023 business plans. It starts at 11:30 in Altamont Springs and runs till about 1 o'clock. It will be a lunch and learn style. So I talked to my team this morning and said, next week we're going to be doing some team planning with the agents. And we were talking about, guys, figure out how much money you want to make, how many deals you think it's going to take to get there, and where you want your business to come from. And we'll sit down and create a plan. Just giving examples. You want 30% online, 30% Zillow, 30% Sphere, 10% random. We'll help you build a plan around how many deals that's going to take in each one of those categories and what your day needs to look like to get there.
Yeah,
and so that's our goal for next week. So I'm giving you guys a week to figure out your plan for next year, and then we'll help you to devise that plan.
Yes. So that's going to be great. And it's really important to be planning for 2023 because the market, we've been experiencing so many changes. The interest rates keep, bucking and kicking all over the place. So we have to have a strategy for that. It can't just be more of what we did last year, more of what we've been doing, because I think the buyers and sellers are changing. So maybe, we should consider specializing in a couple different things that are better suited for the market that we're entering.
Yeah, I think, it's like if I was having success with open houses, now no one's coming to my open houses. Now I need to figure out what's next, or if it's phone calls and phone calls are working, or the online leads aren't working. We got to figure out something else. You always got to have 2 or 3 avenues, I think, for your business. If you're 100% Sphere-based, great. You got to have 2 or 3 different avenues to get in front of your Sphere. If you're strictly online, you can't just rely on pay-per-click. You've got to be on a couple different things online. If you're 100% Zillow, maybe you need to pivot away from Zillow a little bit. If you're 100%, open houses, whatever the strategy is, we've got to figure out a couple different ways to bring deals coming in.
Yep. You shouldn't be 100% anything. You shouldn't be over leveraged in one area. I mean, you can have an area of expertise that's always worked for you, but you should always have 4 to 5 avenues of business that bring business in. So it shouldn't, if you're a one trick pony, if that source dries up, then you're out of business overnight. If you're relying all on Zillow leads, or you're relying all on open house leads, and or all on one thing, you need to have multiple streams of leads from different sources, and that'll help. If one slows down, you can make up with the other ones, but you're not going to have huge swings in your business like you might have if you over leverage in one source. So that's something to keep in mind for 2023.
I think we've always done that, though, is why we've always been able to stay ahead of the game, is because we've always invested in more than one area. Mm-hmm. And, we've always had a Zillow spend. We've always had a Realtor.com spend. We've always had some sort of online lead generation. Never dove into pay-per-click until last year. And I wish I would have done it before, just to understand the market on pay-per-click a little bit more with Google. But, right. We've got 3 different streams of revenue coming from Google now, whether it's pay-per-click, local service ads, or Google My Business. That once we dove in, we really dove in because we have a lot of money going into it, which brings a lot of money back out. Zillow, same thing. We invested in Zillow for so long. Now we're a Zillow Flex partner. Realtor.com, same thing. They've got 4 different versions of Realtor.com you can buy leads through.
Right. Plus you've been farming. You have other things aside from what you've just mentioned. You have other areas that are generating business. So so that's just something, and you're going to be covering that in depth tomorrow. So anyone that's interested in joining, reach out and we'll get you there. It's going to be awesome. And Todd and I, depending on which way this Hurricane Ian moves, we don't wish badly on anyone, but we're hoping it goes to the west and not to the east.
Goes to the west and does a 180 and comes back and just dissipates.
Exactly. Ideally, it'll just do 180, just stall right there in the Gulf and just die. But if it doesn't come through Central Florida, EXP is doing this awesome event this week, and it's not EXP. It's not EXP is putting on the event, but it's nothing about EXP. So it's all about leveling up your business. It's this Thursday. There's zero agent attraction, anything happening there. So it's all about generating business and improving in these different areas and pillars of your real estate business. So anyone who's interested in doing that, you can let us know about that as well. We're planning to be there. It's pretty much an all-day event on Thursday. So if you really want to learn some new strategies, every time we've done something like this, we leave with, pages and pages and pages of notes, and then we figure out ways to do our best to implement them after the event. But that's what I'm expecting on Thursday. We're going to have some incredible guest speakers from all, different specialties from all over the country. And this is something that our brokerage is going to be doing all over the country, just to help basically invite anyone who's interested in increasing their business. But they're going the bigger cities and touring around the country. So Orlando might be the first stop. I think this is the first stop for the Level Up events. And so we're looking forward to that. Yeah, it's all day Thursday. And then October 6th, we're doing a virtual event, which is going to be all about time blocking. So, you'll have your business planned out by then, maybe not, but time blocking is something that's going to be crucial for the rest of this year and also next year, because there's a lot of distractions out there, and it's really easy for those distractions to eat away at your business. So time blocking is the best way to stay focused on what you have to stay focused on. And that's going to be a virtual event October 6th at 10:30 a.m. via Zoom. And if you're interested in being on that one, participating, it's going to be an hour long, 10:30 to 11:30. Let us know. We'll send you an invite to that as well.
So I just dropped in the chat, in the comments, you should see the Eventbrite for our business planning tomorrow, and then the Level Up conference at the end of this week. Again, depending on what's going on. I know one of our Michael Mayer had to just cancel his referral mastery, which is unfortunate. I mean, they are planning ahead, and so they'll push it into October. But Level Up, same thing. We're just waiting to hear what's going on. Of course, we hear every 8 hours there's a different path and different spaghetti twist with the hurricane.
Right.
So,
right. Yeah. We're just kind of watching out. So if you're in Central Florida or anywhere in Florida, you can relate to this week. We're just kind of monitoring the news periodically and praying that it stays out of our way. And thankfully, we're here kind of in the Orlando region where we're insulated by the coastal areas a little bit. But I think we'll be fine. What do you think?
Same thing. It's going to be some high winds, might lose some power, but we're not freaking out. We bought 2 cases of water, told the kids don't drink it. That's going to be our Thursday, Friday water. And worst case scenario, if we run out of power, we'll go to your house. We'll go somewhere. I'm sure the whole city's not going to be demolished if it happens. But God forbid. We've always over prepped and had $700 worth of food in the refrigerator and watched it go bad because our generator ran out of gas, and it's too much to worry about. Just take it day by day. That's all we can do.
It's better to be prepared and not need it than need it and not be prepared.
Exactly. So just a couple of quick hurricane tips for the agents. Number one, I would get your signs ordered down. What I'm doing is going to the houses and actually just going to pull them out of the ground and put them into the garages of the sellers. So that way they're at the property. And then when this thing passes, I'll probably wait till Thursday to do that. But when it passes, then I can just put them back up. If you got closings this week, get them ordered down today versus the day of closing.
Yes, exactly. So we don't want flying metal sign panels going around, and they have your contact info on them, by the way. So yes.
Well, but think about it, Daniel. It's a good marketing piece. If they do land in somebody's house, the house is damaged, and then they have your phone number to call to sell the property.
Right,
like
exactly.
It's just
I haven't thought about that. That can be one of the one of your pillars of business going into hurricane panels. That's a hurricane season pillar of business.
Yes.
9 panels.
Jumbo-sized postcards. Jumbo-sized metal postcards that fly.
Geo-farming.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Cool, guys. We got a couple events coming up, so definitely check them out and definitely be safe during this hurricane.
Yes, absolutely. You all have an amazing week. We'll catch you next week. Take care.
Take care.